Now, you shared the renovation, the opening, everything. You were just public with it. What made you decide to do that?
Well, I knew that we were starting with so little, right? So in the beginning, I kind of wanted to really tell the story of my dad as well. I wanted to tell his story in a way so that his legacy remains, for people to know that it didn't start with me.
What's your dad's name?
Mamdu, they call him Alaji.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Alhaji Bashiru is the name that they call him by. And so I wanted the story of Modify to begin with my dad's legacy and the long years and efforts that he has put into the space and into our family. And I also wanted to do that for all the other individuals that are going to be a part of the Modify community, because a lot of us are, we come from immigrant communities or, families who have just like worked so hard to allow us to live our dreams and to do what we are doing here in the United States. And so I wanted that story to be told. And I still am thinking about other creative ways to bring that more to light. But really, like I started with those videos to tell my dad's story, but to also bring people into what it takes to build a business from like the ground up. Like even though I don't think we were starting from the ground up because we had a location. We had a location and we had a community. But what does it mean to start over? What does it mean to really build without a lot of resources?
One of the funniest moments were when I saw you get your brothers to help move some stuff. Are they very supportive?
Yes, my family is very supportive. Without them, like I would not have been able to do this. Like my brother is one of my favorite individuals, my favorite humans in this entire planet. He, was my very first investor donor, into the project. And he's just a beautiful human and like got, him, his friends and all of them to really help us in doing a lot of the work at the store. And by extension, the rest of my family as well. Like this is a community project.
How did you convince your dad? Because he's like a straight up Muslim dad, community pillar. You can see he's a man of respect. He commands respect just by his presence, and you can look at him. He's a very wise man. He's the type of brother that'll give you good advice. How did you convince him to do some of those TikTok things?
I honestly, I still ask myself that question every single time we have to make a new TikTok. But I just told him that like, this is what people do now. I told him this is what we have to do. This is the new age of marketing and like, people like this stuff.
Hey, I saw him. What was the thing you did recently with all the influencers? Explain that.
Yeah. So we had a modest closet refresh at the store. It was our very first one as we were just transitioning into fall, and we invited the community in and we had some influencers kindly donate a lot of really high quality clothing. And so naturally we had to create TikToks.
No, and there was one moment where you created like a runway.
Yeah.
And you had your dad walk down the runway.
Yeah. I mean, my dad is a really cool guy. Like that's the thing that like I got really lucky because he is very like he's very religious. Like he's the type of man like, he's on his deen.
Yeah.
But he's also very easygoing. He doesn't really care for social media. He has no idea what I'm posting most of the time. But he just enjoys being in community and like just doing activities with me.
I know, because, I've been to the store a few times and I watch you and him and the love is so strong, between you and your dad. And I really admire it, Alhamdulillah. Like he's, shake his hand for me. He's done a fantastic job with you. And just being the cool dad, it's hard. It's hard being a cool dad. Modified thrift is now the place where all the cool hijabis go from all over the world. France, London, Guinea, Ghana, all over America. How did you become the cool place?
Well, we're still building, I promise you. But like one of the things, like with Modify, our whole goal is to provide affordable and sustainable, high quality, modest fashion.
Her stuff, high quality. I'm talking about Chanel, Dior, etc. All the way down, all of the top-notch fashion brands.
Yeah, well, we don't have Dior yet, but we are looking to have it.
You gotta let me take some liberty.
Okay. I got you. Okay.
I'm trying to get traffic.
Sorry, I was trying to be honest.
But I'm the one that was doing the delivery.
Okay, all right. Redo it. But yeah, I mean, we're really trying to just bring a lot of high quality items to
But you have these sisters coming from all over.
We do.
How did you become, and are you finding me a wife? That's the second question. But how did you get all these sisters to come? Because this is the place.
Mm-hmm.
How did you make that happen? Please.
Well, a lot of it, honestly, it's really thanks to Allah.
Alhamdulillah.
And thanks to my original community of donors. Like when I first started this, we were able to raise around $14,000.
Just from donations?
Just from donations from community online, who were the pillars for us being able to reconstruct the space. And it was a small budget, right? When you think about reconstructing a whole business space. But thanks to their donations and also thanks to their du'as, that is the reason I really believe we were able to make what we made happen. And of course my dad, in being connected in the community that we have in Harlem, like he knew people that were doing the work, some of the work for us for free.
But he went back to Guinea, and how is life without him?
Yeah, life without him has, I mean, I'm still navigating this new space, a lot of my time with my dad was amazing. Like we got to spend time together. We got to eat together. We got to build a business together. But we also argued a lot. We argued a lot. So I think for the first few days, I was kind of just like, oh, damn. I'm sorry.
What did you argue about? No, feel free.
We argued about product placement, about just the whole idea of a thrift store and why not having new items.
The essence of it probably was he didn't want to let go.
Yeah.
That's the essence of it.
Absolutely. He did not want to let go, especially because he had competitors in Harlem who were ready to take whatever he was selling. So he was like, you can't do business this way. Okay. These people are going to start buying. They're going to start selling this. You can't get rid of this so soon. We already have our, people who come here for that. And so I think transitioning a business and deciding to pivot to something that, inshallah is going to be better was a major, shift and a major change for him. And so that created a lot of conflict between us. The first few days I was just kind of alhamdulillah, I get to take a break for a little bit. But then, now I'm just man, my dad has been doing the work, because even though we were, I was coming in almost every day, he still maintained to come in 7 days a week, and he still maintained his 10 to 10 schedule. Okay, because that's what he's used to. And so now that I have to be the one to open up and sweep the front of the store, because apparently that's the responsibility of a store owner, not the building. And I have to be there from store opening to store closing every day. And I'm not just focused on curating the store. I have to do sales as well. I just really get to see what he's been dealing with this whole entire time. And I just know that it's a lot.
And you miss him.
And I miss him. And I miss doing it with him as well. But, I'm also just really happy that, we've been able to grant him, or for he's been able to have his first sabbatical in like 30 plus years. This is the first time that he's away, and he's going to be away for a good 6 months, inshallah, or as he says, until until it gets a little too hard for me to handle on my own.
When did he let go? Because there's a point where he said, he's away for 6 months. He says, you got this.
Yeah. I really think he let go. Honestly, I would say this last event we had. Because up until then, like, he was excited about, going. But this last event is where he saw people come from all over to participate in our event. He saw just how possible it was to get many community members, many customers to come into the store. And I don't think my dad has seen that in his store in like forever. We definitely had not seen that many people come and shop in one day. And so I think it was a combination of just seeing the community there, and that there was people who want this kind of business to be around. And also he just saw that I was more in control. He saw that I had a team. He saw that, I had people helping me, and he saw that there were people who believed in my work and that I wasn't alone. And I think that made him a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, up until he was leaving, like whoever came in, he would tell him like, my daughter's a store owner now, please take care of her. Like he would say things like that to kind of like build up and prepare himself, I would say, more so than preparing, me.
And very proud.
And very proud.